We visited Simon Hedger, a wood sculptor living in Wales, to see what it's like to walk a day in his shoes.
I'm Simon Hedger and I am a wood sculptor. I'm 63 years old and I have been self-employed for 30 years. I live in an old Welsh longhouse at the edge of the Tay Valley, and over there is Merlin's Hill. We grow all our own vegetables and we keep our own animals. I live with my wife and son, we have 2 dogs, and our house is heated by firewood, which I have from the woods. My workshop is on the yard, and so I take a lot of inspiration from the nature that I'm surrounded by. Well, I think over my career now I've made over 1,000 sculptures, but I think I've made about 40 or more large public sculptures, like the Merlin for Carmarthen. I carved the Black Panther in Breckford Woods. I've carved Noah in a hospital in Cardiff. I've carved the Alice in Wonderland sculptures in Llandudno. I've carved Phil Bennett and many, many more. Phil Bennett was a very challenging carving because he's a small man in stature, but a very big man in personality that almost has Superman powers in the Welsh community. And he is iconic in the way he looks. And so one of my greatest achievements was catching a likeness of Phil Bennett and then having him put in such a wonderful position. I got the idea from Dancing to Jesus by going on holiday to Brazil to my brother's wedding. And there I saw many statues of Jesus carved in wood. I was at the wedding dancing, holding my 2-year-old son, and the waiter came up to me and said, "We got a nickname for you," talking to my son. "We call you the Dancing Jesus." And when I heard that, I thought, that's a really good idea for a sculpture. I come from a very Christian family, and so I've had Jesus Christ in my life, all through my life. And even though I'm not a man that goes to church, I'm a man of deep spirit. And I wanted to share this spirit with humanity. So I carved the Dancing Jesus to show love, because I love Jesus. I love humanity. I'm using Japanese cedar for this sculpture. The grain in the cedar trunks runs straight, and so it's going to be very good for putting the hands and the arms up because the grain will run through the tips of his fingers. Another choice of the reason for the wood was the colour of it. It's going to make a nice flesh colour. Also, unlike oak, which is a lovely wood to carve, oak always stays very heavy, but cedar gets lighter and lighter, and it gets easier for me to move it around my workshop. The trick with cedar is carve it a bit for a couple of days and then let the wood dry out, and then the surface of the wood pulls in and then you can get much more detail. Never try and get the detail straight away with cedar. A big bonus prize is its beautiful smell. When you smell cedar, it always encourages a beautiful, good feeling. Carving is the only thing I want to do. It's in me and it comes out the end of my fingers. Creativity is in me, and what's wonderful about my job is I'm constantly being challenged by giving new subjects from the clients that come to me, and then I get to create something brand new. It could be Concorde taking off. It could be bears, it can be owls, it can be anything, but it's always a new challenge.